Would you have ever imagined that you could own land in Palestine for as little as $500 per month while helping protect it for the next generation at the same time? Sounds pretty awesome, doesn't it? Let us tell you how we made this possible through our Palestinian project, TABO. Now, like many Palestinian refugees, I grew up with lots of stories about Palestine's history. For instance, my father's Canadian passport says he was born in Selma. Haven't heard of Selma? Well, that's because it no longer exists. Like hundreds of Palestinian villages, Selma was wiped off the map nearly 70 years ago when the State of Israel was created. This explains why, when viewing my father's passport, Israeli border officials today wonder if Selma is a small country in Europe, a city in Guatemala, or a moon orbiting Saturn. A few years back, hoping to make our connection to our ancestral homeland more than just stories, I was part of a group of passionate Palestinians who traveled to Palestine to buy land. However, we soon discovered that land prices within Palestinian cities have skyrocketed. In Ramallah, a dunam of land, equivalent to 1,000 square meters or a quarter acre, sells for almost $1 million. Even on the edge of Ramallah, a dunam of land sells for $250,000. And outside the major cities, the problem gets even worse. Most land has no title deed, as in no proof of ownership. In fact, it turns out 70% of land in the West Bank has no title deed and is unregistered. Worse still, the Israeli occupation has taken full advantage of this, using an old Ottoman law to systematically confiscate unregistered land that is not in active use. With 70% of the West Bank having no title deed, Palestinian land is at great risk. On discovering this, we decided to take matters into our own hands. This is where things started to get interesting. Most unregistered land in Palestine has been inherited over generations, which means that one piece of land might be owned by, say, 50 cousins. What's more, like most Palestinian families, these 50 cousins are usually spread all over the globe in countries like Chile, Jordan, and Emirce ya zalama. Once we've managed to get approval from all these people to purchase the land, we then have to create a surveyed master plan to mark its official borders for the very first time. Why? Because if you ask the owner, "Where are the borders of your land?" he'll respond, "Oh, from this olive tree to that olive tree to... see that donkey over there?" This means we have to walk every corner of the land with a land surveyor, a GPS machine, the head of the village council, and every single neighbor. And guess what? That's just the beginning. Next, we have to take the plan to the Palestinian Lands Authority and navigate an enormous web of bureaucracy which takes roughly 2 to 3 years. And then there's the process of getting new infrastructure approved. And finally, dividing up the land into affordable 1 dunam plots. In all, we have to get approval from 9 different Palestinian Authority ministries and committees. We're just happy we don't have to get approval from the Palestinian Manly Mustache Association. Finally, in June 2011, after going through this mind-bending process, we proudly launched TABO, Arabic for title deed. And for the first time, a dunam of residential land with a title deed, paved roads, and electricity became available to the public at an affordable price. Remember in Ramallah, just a 20-minute drive away, a dunam can sell for $1 million? Well, with TABO, you can buy land from just $30,000. And we don't even ask for a full payment up front. To make the land truly affordable, all we ask is for a 20% down payment and a small monthly payment over 5 years with 0 interest. So now you can own land in Palestine with monthly payments as low as $500, and you can use it right away. We take care of all the paperwork and deliver the title deed no matter where in the world you live. You may be wondering, can a non-Palestinian ID holder own land in Palestine? According to Palestinian law, the answer is yes. All you need is a buyer's permit, essentially a background check, but we take care of all that paperwork for you. So check this, what used to be a bare hill in the West Bank, unregistered and vulnerable to Israeli confiscation, has now been turned into hundreds of parcels of land with individual title deeds owned by Palestinians that are now building on them. And we don't stop there. In order to fully transform the reality on the ground and create new thriving communities, we can help you plant a garden, have a gate with your name on it, or even build your dream home. With TABO, Palestinians all over the world can now afford to buy land in their homeland, whether they live in Ramallah, New York, London, or Dubai. Want to be a part of this revolution? It's simple. Just go to www.tabo.ps, select the master plan, read about the location and its history, see the plots available, and go on a virtual tour as if you're standing right there in Palestine. Once you've found your ideal plot, Just enter your details and we'll contact you within 24 hours. You may be wondering, what's the catch? Who are you people? Well, TABO is a project of UCI, one of the largest real estate and development companies in Palestine. UCI is a publicly listed company with thousands of Palestinian shareholders, and it's independently audited 4 times a year. It's also Palestine's largest investor in renewable energy through its pretty awesome subsidiary, MENA Geothermal. TABO makes it possible for Palestinians to reclaim their legacy, protect their land, and own a piece of Palestine for them, for their children, and for generations to come. Always dreamt of your homeland? Here's your chance to be a part of it.